Hey guys, what's up? This is Evan from Stock Music Musician, and today I've got a video on why stock music licensing is really hard. It's actually not that any one part of it is hard, it's that you have to be competent at so many steps. Well, what do I mean by this? Well, back in the day, when there was huge music budgets, you'd actually have entire teams of skilled people doing everything. You'd have a team of songwriters writing the song. You'd have then those songs would be given to the best artists to perform them in a recording studio run by the best engineers around, and then mixed by the best mixer and mastered by the best master, and then handed off to a business side of things that would take care of the marketing and the transactions and making a profit off of that. And to some extent, that's still the way it works with A-list musicians. Most of the hits we hear on the radio are still produced that way. But with stock music, the economics just aren't there. So you have to wear all of those hats. And in order to succeed, you need to be proficient at all of those. And that's what makes this really challenging. So let's just break it down, right? You need to write the types of songs that are sellable. And you need to have some interest in your songs. They need to be within the genre. They need to follow the conventions of stock music writing. Then you need to be able to perform the songs well. You can't really generally afford to hire session players, especially if you're starting out. So you have to be able to either program the MIDI, have access to loops, or be able to play some instruments and play them at a professional or near professional sounding level with the help of some editing. And get that all together. And then you have to know how to mix your music. And you have to know how to master it. And then you have to understand the business side. Like, where do I upload my songs? What do I need to do to register the copyright? Do I need to register them with BMI to get back-end royalties? All of these things are really challenging. And unlike, I think, in the normal case of a musician, where what you would say is, hey, focus on that thing that you're really good at and get as good at it as possible so that no one's better than you at it, and you just niche down. Unfortunately, with song licensing, I think that's the wrong way to go. You need to be at least competent in all of these skills, because if your performance of a song that was well written and well mixed is terrible, it's not going to do well. Or if you can write and perform well, but your mixes are like this thin, it's not going to do you any good. If you can make great songs, but you never get them to the right buyers, you make good music, but you're not actually succeeding in music licensing. And so I think what you need to do is honestly assess where your skills are and focus on what you're weakest at. For me, it's definitely on the mixing side, and also a little bit on the performance production side. And so that's what I've been focusing on lately. And what I would recommend you do is also be honest and just say, on a scale of 1 to 5, where am I in terms of songwriting? Where am I in terms of being able to play and produce a song? Where am I in mixing? Where am I in mastering? And how much do I understand about the business side of the process? And there are resources out there to help you with all of these. If you want to know how to be better at songwriting, I've got a free 5-day course which will kind of walk you through most of these steps. But it talks a lot about the songwriting side, or get a book. I'll put a link down to one that I've enjoyed on songwriting. If it's about performance, then maybe you need to get a guitar lesson. Maybe you need to buy better samples or better sounding instruments. Maybe you just need to practice your instruments. If it's about mixing, there's courses on that. There's videos on that. You could, read about it. You need to practice it as well. Same with mastering. And then on the business side, there's a lot of good resources available. My course will show you some on that. There's just, Google it. There's books. Whatever it is, you need to have all of these things down, at least to a basic level, before you can start to really specialize in one. Unless you can find a way to work as a team with somebody, the economics of music licensing, at least the way I do it, do not allow you to outsource any of these skills. You have to have them all in-house. You can't hire a mixer. You can't hire mastering. It just it wouldn't make sense financially. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this is giving you some tips on considering where you focus your efforts as you learn about music licensing. And if you did, be sure to like and subscribe. If you've got any questions, leave them below. I'll do my best to answer them. But check out that course if you have questions, because it might answer them in a way that is easier than answering in YouTube comments, because they're not that effective. So check out the course and have a great day. Be great to each other. Bye-bye.